Hi, my name is Amelia Diaz Edinger, and as part of our editor's choice, I will be reading a poem called Bonfire Opera from the book by Danusha Lameris, Bonfire Opera. In those days, there was a woman in our circle who was known not only for her beauty, but also for taking all of her clothes and singing opera. And sure enough, as the night wore on the stars, emerged to stare at their reflections on the sea, and everyone had drunk a little wine, she began to disrobe, loose her great bosom and the tender belly, pale in the moonlight, the Viking hips, and to her torn raiment fall to the sand as we looked up from the flames. And then a voice lifted into the dark, high and clear, as a flock of blackbirds. And everything was very still, the way the congregation quiets when the priest prays over the incense and the smoke wafts up into the rafters. I wanted to be that free inside the body, the doors of pleasure opening one after the next, an arpeggio climbing the ladder of the sky. And all the while she was singing and waiting in the water until it rose up to her waist and then lapped at the underside of her breast, and the aria drifted over us, her soprano spare and sharp in the night. And even though I was young, somehow in that moment I heard it, the song inside the song. And I knew then that this was not a hymn of promise, but the body's bright wailing against its limits. A bird caught in a cathedral, the way it tries to escape by throwing itself again and again against the stained glass. I love this whole book and this poem, which is the title poem. To me, that liberation, the nakedness is giving ourselves raw to the experience of life, to actually be present in the moment. Something that is sometimes hard to do, especially at times like this that we're living, where poetry can take us and transcend us to a different place. A poem like this gives me hope that we as women not only conquer our bodies and throw our areas out to the world, but within the community of poetry, that we can do this together to give ourselves those voices of those ones who never had the chance to do so. So I encourage you to read this book. The book was Bonfire Opera by Danusha Lameris, and it was published by the University of Pittsburgh Press.